right, and we are back, and ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to sit down today with my friend Breah Reese. What is happening?
Nothing, just sitting here on my lunch hour.
I love it. While you're at work, I love it. Right? I used
Yes.
to, so when I got involved in the podcast, it's funny you say that because I used to do it from work. My boss was super cool, super supportive. So on my lunch break, I'd be like, "Yeah, we can do it, but we got to do it within this window." And 9 times out of 10, it happened through those windows. And then he got to the point where he really, really supported me and let me pretty much do them whenever I wanted to at work, whatever time it was. Be like, dude, I got this dude on in Europe. I'm doing it at this time, But I would take my lunch break according to that. So it wasn't, but it's cool to have that flexibility for sure.
Yeah, to touch on that, my work here, I work for a consulting company, and it's more like a family. I've worked for about 6 years now, and it's just they've been so supportive in my racing journey. Mm, I take time off for obviously to do the track days. Recently, I've been taking more time off to go down to Palm Springs for Chuckwalla. But with travel and everything, I'm not getting back into the office till Tuesday and leaving on Thursday. So it's just been such a really bright spot in my life how much my career supports me in me living recklessly.
Which absolutely helps the cause and it helps you mentally here, right? Because you don't have
Hmm.
to stress about work and getting there on Monday because you got Tuesday and people don't when you get in this sport and you driving 10, 12 hours to racetracks, like you said, you're leaving Wednesday night, you showing up Thursday morning, you unload, you set up, you have fun the weekend, you're leaving Sunday right after or Monday morning, you're driving
They,
all the way back, you got to unload, do laundry. Like yeah, you don't sleep very much, right? And then you try to catch up throughout the week. And it's just, yeah, but it does free you up right here to be able to focus on doing what you do and not have to worry about, your career, which is absolutely amazing. So
yes.
thank you, work. We
Yes. Thank you,
appreciate you.
work.
I love it. I love it. So listen, let's get into your journey. Where did it all start with you on those two wheels?
So for me, story's a little unique or somewhat unique. And hard for me to share this part of my story because I know it's a little real and raw. But I know it's something that affects pretty much everyone, especially these days. 7 years ago, 7 years ago I was homeless living in a car. Let's just start with that. So 7 years ago I was not working. 7 years ago I was not riding a motorcycle. So just under 7 years ago, I made a decision to completely and really change my life in the direction that it went. Without getting into too much detail there, within that first year, um, I found myself a little bit complacent. I went from living this like life where I had no bedtime, I had no time to get up, didn't have a job, I didn't have structure, didn't have everything was just wild, And so I reeled that in and I brought myself back to reality. About 6 months into that reality, I realized how bored I was, and divine intervention of whatever you want to call it, I picked up my first street bike. It was a Ninja 300. It lasted for 3 months before I hated it. And I just started riding on the street. And that not only is that freeing, as a lot of us know, it brought me into a completely new community of people. Um, And my life took off at that point. I got onto an R6, then quickly onto an R1, was riding the street with my friends every day, doing things other than riding with my friends, completely built a strong community around me. I still have those friends today. And then about 3 years into riding on the street, I had some friends that are a part of a team here in Oregon on Oregon Road Racing Association, invited me on to be on the team with them. And at that point in my life, I was single. I was not dating anyone. I didn't have that boyfriend to fix the bike when I broke it. I didn't have the boyfriend to tell me what tire pressures like I do today. So having that option to be on a team with my friends to walk me through that scary, first new racer school, and then from there into round one, I couldn't have gotten it without. I couldn't have started this journey without them. I'd done a few track days in the past. The racing's so different.
It is, and once you get into motorcycles, like you said, it's a community. I call it the beautiful circus, right? You meet the most amazing, beautiful people in the world that love and support you, and it's unique in its own way. There's nothing like it in the world. Um, and they just want to see you succeed too as well, right? And that's everything. Again, it's to have that good support system and people that truly care about you and want to see you succeed and help you on the track, and the friendships you developed over the past 5, 6 years. It's just been absolutely amazing. And look where you are today, right? Turn
Yes.
your life around. Congratulations. Got a
Yes.
career. We're all so proud of you. You listen, no ceiling. The world is yours, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go. We actually got a couple comments coming in. We got Josh. He says, "Yay, Bree, let's go racing."
Um, yes.
And then we got Kyle, man. Kyle says, "We love you, Bree."
Oh, I love Kyle.
And then Stacy says, "Proud of you, lady."
That's my boyfriend's mom or stepmom, bless her. Yeah,
Welcome,
so that
stepmom.
is my journey. That's a pretty much just a little snippet of I got onto the track.
How did you discover track days? Like, who introduced you to that?
Boyfriend at the time, and followed him onto the track, and
All
then
right.
we broke up, and I took myself out to go racing.
I love it. So tell me about your experience with your first track day experience. It's definitely unique, and in that journey, you have no idea what you're getting into, even though you're coming off the streets, completely different.
Hmm.
Um, I remember my first time, and I tell it all the time. When I first showed up, I take my bike to tech, and they're like, "Dude, you have no safety wire." And I was like, "What is safety wire?" I had no idea, right? So, yeah, so that's my little unique kind of beginning to where I am. Yeah, so the first experience again, it's like, putting on your leather suit for the first time or dragging your knee for the first time. Those unique little moments you'll never forget,
Yes.
right? Because they're so unique. So tell us about your first track day experience.
So my first track day experience, I do want to say this, preface with this. Coming off the street, I felt like, oh, I'm gonna be so good out here. I'm one of the fastest girls on the street. I'm one of the fastest girls on the back roads on my cool R1. Well, came out to the track and I sucked. Sucked. I sucked for a very long time. But because I don't care what people say, it's very much different. It is very much different. It is not all throttle and go.
No, and you don't realize at the time how much humble pie you're getting ready to eat neither, right? It's
Hmm.
it's yeah, we all have that ego to us, right? We show up,
Yes.
we're like, yes, I'm fast. I beat all my friends on the street. I'm the fastest around. Valentino, who? Let's go,
Yeah.
right? And you get out there on the track and a little 12-year-old comes balling by you on the outside. You're like, wait, what? What? I don't know anything. I got a lot to learn.
Mm-mm. No.
So yeah, and then obviously, have you got any proper coaching?
Yeah, my first track day was with OPRT here in Oregon at Portland International Raceway. And part of that first track day experience, you have the option to, I think, pay a little bit more to have classroom time in between sessions. So we were able to go out and be followed or follow an instructor. Shout out Nathan Aldrich, he was my instructor. We go out there and you follow, and then obviously you go back into the pit and you sit down and you learn. So that was kind of like the wake up part for me. Like, okay, this isn't just going out there and going in circles as much throttle as you can. There's actually um, a way to it. And so that's it's pretty cool to have that experience, that option.
It's an art form, right? It
Yes.
is. There's a method to the madness, right? But they make it look so easy. You're like, man, I can do that. That's no problem. When you get out there, you're like, yeah, I don't know anything at all. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to lean the bike. Obviously, I mean, from you guys coming by me, mock but Jesus, and I'm going backwards, so I got a lot to learn. But I'm
Yeah.
a big believer in big supporter of proper training, getting coaching. Even professionals still get coaching, right? You'll
Mhm.
never stop learning. You can always improve and get better and faster and all that good stuff. I'm also a big fan of small bikes. I think it's small bikes teaches you so much. It's not as expensive to race than, a big
Yes.
bike, but man, it teaches you so much the little bikes because it's not about top speed. It's all corner speed and uh catching that draft and braking and roll speed. Other than that, I don't have enough power to make its way out of a wet paper bag, right?
About
So,
paper bag.
yeah, so yeah, small bikes are absolutely invaluable training. That's why you still see. everybody train on small bikes. So how do you train?
Do I train? I have never ridden a small bike before, except for that or that Ninja 300 that I hated on the street. But for training, it's just been I've done a few track days over the last race season. For example, here up in Oregon and Washington, I missed a few because of work, but I go out there, and I quickly learned for racing for the next day for a track day leading up to racing. That track day is not about getting your best time. It's about finding one or two things to work on, um, and dipping and dodging around the people that are in the way.
Facts. That is
Yeah.
a fact. Yes,
Gotta stay
absolutely.
alive out there.
You do,
Uh,
right? Sometimes you're in a battle. That's why I call it, how do you prepare for battle? Meaning like you're Leonidas against the 10,000 Persians, not 10,000 riders. Let's be a 20 or 30, but still, that's what
yes.
it's like out there. You're on a battlefield trying to, get around slower riders. And then there's riders that are trying to get around you, which is slower than
Yes.
them, right? So it's a
Yes.
whole chess piece, playing
Hmm.
chess on the board. But you're right, so the track day experience is definitely different than a race weekend experience.
Yeah.
Track days are more laid back. You hear the last call for Group C or Group A or B or whatever it is. You're like, I still got 5 minutes. We're good, right? Like I'll
Yeah.
just relax for a minute. Race weekend, nope, absolutely not. You're fully zipped up, waiting, sitting on the bike, nervous. Like, all right, let's go. I can't wait, right? Yeah, super exciting. So let's talk about your 2025 season for a minute. How many races did you do this year?
I don't know how many races I raced just for the 2025 season with Omra and Wimra. I raced every single round, which I think was 6 rounds or
Nice.
8 rounds. So I don't know how many races I did, but I do want to say this year has been my best year in progressing. First year, I felt like I was just out there to say I'm a female out on the track, to be completely honest. My second year, I got onto an R6, which is what I needed to be on from day one. My first bike out there was a old 636 for my first season, but I got onto an R6 second season. I kind of just, hunkered down and realized that I have to work on things. Shout out to Ryan Champ, my boyfriend, because I wouldn't be where I'm at in my program today without him and his guidance. And Jeffrey Toves, my mentor. I really took it more as just like being out there to be a social media post to holy shit, I can actually compete. Holy shit, I can actually do this, And so my third year, this last year, it's just been actually getting that confidence. And I beat some of the boys this year. Like, that's a big deal to me because I was getting lapped. Um, yeah, so this season was amazing. I ended up being first in Formula Female for Oregon again, um, and then third overall for 600 amateur or novice for OMRA. Pretty cool. It was a good season.
You're out there breaking hearts, is what you're doing. That's exactly what
Yeah.
you're doing. And congratulations. You're right. You go out there, and I think, as a lot of people view this sport as a men egotistic sport. It's absolutely not. I'm a huge fan
Mm.
of all women in the sport. They belong in the sport. To me, when I see all you girls out there riding, it's just so smooth. Like that's something that I always try to be is smooth, right? You girls are just naturally just like do 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 do, like it's no big deal. We're out there like trying to muscle and hustle it around. But yeah, your progression, being champion, breaking boys' hearts, and from here the sky's the limit, right? So
Mhm.
let me ask you this: what is your visions and goals that you want to achieve in this sport?
Well, for me, it's just I'm racing myself. I'm shaving off tenths against myself. The awards that come at the end of the day, those are pretty cool to have. The amount of money we pay to get those awards is completely ridiculous. So you have to chop it up to like, for me, is just I'm racing myself, you know?
How
And
true is
that,
that?
yeah,
You're
yes.
absolutely right. I spent. What are you talking about? I spent freaking 5 grand this weekend, and I get a little plastic thing, right? Thank you, appreciate it. Let's go. Yeah, it's yeah. That is definitely one thing. Our sport. It's definitely not cheap, but it's the best thing in the world, right? I mean, when I throw my leg over a bike, it's the most freedom I've ever felt. No matter what I'm going through here when I'm on the bike, it's not there anymore, right? Of course, when you come back off after adrenaline comes down, it's back, but for that brief time, you forget everything, and it's one of the best things. Throttle therapy. That's why they call it that.
It really is something different. It's something I've never experienced on any other thing in my life. I know that's like a group conscious over the whole entire motorcycle community. Look at other girls and I'm just like, why wouldn't you want to try this? You know?
Right?
Why wouldn't you want to feel these feelings, or be a part of something bigger? But it's amazing.
You can do it, right? Everybody
Yeah.
can do it. You just gotta want it and go out there and do it. Again, you meet the most beautiful people in the whole wide world. It's
Mhm.
absolutely amazing. We actually got some more comments coming in here. Josh says the trusty 300.
Yeah.
Jeff, he says, way to go.
My
Um,
mentor.
I love it, man. Welcome everybody to the show. I appreciate every blah, 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 blah. Can't even talk right now. Each and every single one of you for joining for Breah's
Mm,
podcast. It's absolutely amazing.
mhm.
Um, Banana Cell Phone. I like the name. Banana Cell Phone. We in here. Yes,
That's
you are.
then. Shout out CCK Racing.
Let's go. Uh Bill says, proud of you. I remember when we first met. Boy, you've come a long way. You're a hell of a rider now.
Oh.
Love it. See all the love and support you're getting, right? Like it's amazing. Josh says, ha ha ha, 132 during NRS PIR.
Yes, that's what I started off as, and I'm pretty sure they weren't going to graduate me if I wasn't. Pretty sure they just graduated me for like, because I'm a girl, and they just said if I don't graduate, or we might get in trouble. But I was not up to speed there.
It track knowledge obviously is key, but it takes a while, right?
Mhm.
It's you got to crawl before you can walk, before you can run, before you can go fast. So it's a process. It really is. Every time I go out there, I try to practice on one or two things only, right? Well, whatever it is, corner entry, exit, roll speed, well, whatever it is, just focus on that every session you go out, and then yeah, switch it up. Um, JD Diaz, what is up, my man? He says you guys need to try some Ovale GP2 190 from MP3 Motorsports with the
What is
arrived and ride program. Here in Florida, we got two tracks with 45 minutes from Tampa. Yeah,
it? Yeah.
have yeah, dude. So I'm a huge fan of JD. He's his kid races Arthur. It's absolutely proper mega fast. Had him on the podcast. Him and Mason. You guys go check it out.
Yeah.
Uh, so the Ovale, you know what Ovale is, right? So they
Yep.
train in the race on those SFL Mini GP, which I'm huge fan of. They're down there in Florida. They have them out there in Jersey too. It's a race program you can get into. You don't need anything. You just show up, register, pay, and they provide the leathers, the boots, the gloves, the
What?
bikes, everything. Yes, you just
What?
show up. Yes. It's an absolutely amazing program. Honestly, that's where all the future, most of the future legends of our sport is coming from right now is Jersey and out of Florida, out of SFL Mini and Jersey Mini. That's where AV Dreyer, Ella Dreyer, I mean, you name it. That's where all those kids, Brandon Posh, Gus Rodeo, Anthony Mazziato. I mean, the list
Oh my
goes on.
gosh.
Yes, that's where they're coming from.
What a cool
Boom.
program.
It's the best program in the world. So if anybody's interested, SFL Mini GP, let's go.
So many.
SFL Mini GP, they have them in Florida and they have one in Jersey too. So whether you're up north or down south or in the middle like me, you got options
Yes.
for sure. Isabel says facts, right?
Hi, little Izzy.
And then we got my boy Chris Durbin in the house. Durbin checking in. What is up, my man? He races the stock 1000 on
Yeah.
the BMW and he is lightning fast. 139 Racing says plastic trophies. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely.
Worth every penny.
Every penny, right? Terry says kicking ass and taking names. Again,
Terry.
facts, right? Josh says, nah, we knew your potential.
Yeah. Coming out of internet.
And then we got my boy K-Dub in the house. He says, hey, sexy. Thanks, bro. Right back at you. And he says, hello, Bree. That's awesome.
Love it. I love it.
My boy K-Dub, Hyper Naked. So big shout out to Hyper Naked. I actually got some new merch for sale. If anybody's interested, hit me up. Let me show you all the t-shirt. I was actually going to wear it today, but my wife's like, you wore it yesterday. Wear it different. Okay. but this is it right here. It's absolutely
Look at
amazing.
those colors.
Yes. So I'm a
My
big,
God.
yes, I'm big into, when I did the logo, I wanted to do right there, SFL Mini GP. Boom.
I love that.
Um, I wanted to do the 90s Kawasaki's, the pinks, the purples, the
Mm.
blues, the yellows, you know. Nowadays you see bikes and it's all the same. All the same colors. There's no colorfulness to them, right? They're just
Yeah.
plain Jane. Don't get me wrong, carbon fiber is dead sexy. 110%, right? But I prefer the colors myself. You can still have carbon fiber in it, just paint it. That's all.
Yeah, just paint it.
just
Yeah.
just paint it. Oh, that's hilarious. So, I do want to talk about, obviously, everybody knows I'm a huge
Oh,
BTR Bill Train race at Royal Enfield in Moto America. Bree, what got you interested and how did you hear about the program?
I was thinking about that the other day. How did I hear about this program? Pretty sure it was from Moto America in 2020, 2 years ago. I believe that's how I heard about it. Was just walking around and found out what it was, did some more research, found out Lucy was in the program, the beautiful blonde. Uh, and that's kind of just like, wow, I want to do that. And like I said, my first 2 seasons of racing, I was not confident enough in myself to even think about applying. And then this year, it kind of just, I was like, I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Did it. Sort of.
Absolutely, you can. And you
Yeah.
did, right? So, for all the ladies out there that are listening or that's going to listen to this in the future, walk us through the steps you took to apply for the program. Cause I know there's certain steps you got to take and do a video and all that good stuff about yourself and why you want to be in the program. So, what was your experience like?
Um, for that, it was actually pretty fun. I found out online I had to submit 2 videos. One was 2 minutes about myself and my race program, and the other two was actual on-track footage. The on-track footage part was super simple. No nervousness there. Right? Then we had to go ahead and do 2 minutes of me talking about myself. We transformed our garage into like a little studio, had all my bikes laid out, had me there standing, talking with a microphone. Shout out Chop, he was the one who recorded it for me. And I just had to sit there and tell why I would be a good fit for this program and a little bit about my story in 2 minutes. Then I submitted that over about a week before it was due. I think it was Thanksgiving weekend. I submitted it, and then within 10 days, I was sleeping in the trailer in Chuckwalla the day after racing, and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just rolled over to look at my phone, and I was like, "Holy shit! They wanted to interview me again!" And I woke up everybody in the trailer, like when I did that, because I couldn't believe it. I didn't really think I was even gonna get second interview, and I did.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so exciting, so
Yeah,
exciting.
and we had talked about this, and I've said this many times because I've had a lot of the BTR girls on here. Not There's very few that actually make it the first go around, right? A lot of people, a lot of the girls do two, three, four, 5 times, right, before they actually get in. So you keep applying because you will be in there, and then you'll be in the big show, right? How cool is
Yes.
that going to be? Moto
Oh my
America,
gosh.
be a
Yeah.
live TV,
Yeah.
right? Get some TV time and get to hang out with the legend Freddie Spencer and get to pick
Mhm.
his brain and he get to coach you and train you some. And yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing because they also, as you know, teach you how to work on your own bike, um,
Yes.
change your tire. I mean, you're responsible for all that at the track, all of it.
D-
You got to do
during
it all.
during my second interview, they asked me, "Do you have any mechanical experience?" I was like, "Honestly, I'm really good at breaking the bike. My boyfriend's really good at fixing it." So, no. And I thought that was pretty funny, but I was like, I'll just be honest, like I think I've taken a wheel off one time with my team of guys sitting there helping me, So no, I don't have mechanical experience. So that was going to be a pretty cool part of the program, I know how to race a bike, sort of, but I don't know how to work on a bike.
That's all right. They're going to teach you all about it. Trust me,
Yeah.
110%. It's cool because all the girls I had on here talk about their experience. That you show up like I can't remember like a week or 2 weeks before.
Mhm.
You got all these parts there, and you're building your own bike, like your own race bike. It's you choose the colors, what you want to paint your fairings. It's yeah, absolutely I can't wait to see. Do you have an idea of what colors you're going to do your Royal Enfield bike?
Matthew Schultz on the R9, you know, those R9, those color schemes, the pink, the light blue, and the darker blue, is something I think like next season. I would actually like to paint my R6 for this season, those colors, which we'll see what happens, but like that color, and the bright colors.
Seems like we need to get your boyfriend some paint.
Yep.
Merry Christmas. This is what I got you. Now go paint my bike, please. Love you.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Poor guy.
Jeff, you're absolutely right. You're going to make it. You're going to make it 110%. And it's going to be one of the best experiences you ever had in your life.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Jeff also
Yes.
says Ryan is the best on track mechanic.
Yes, he is.
I love
So, everybody.
Who's faster, you or your boyfriend?
So that's funny you ask that because I'm definitely not faster than him. But when we first started, first how we met was 2023 season at Omra. That whole season, I didn't even notice him, except for the fact that he was the one of the two guys lapping me every race. Race. He crashed, got back up on his bike, and went back on track, and he still got beat me. Which you're not supposed to do, but he did. But anyway, so for me, like now, last year or 2024, I got a little bit faster, and this last season, I'm now like only like a second or two behind him and Jeff. And it's just so he's still faster than me, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
So they're in trouble.
Yes, that is my goal for the 2025 is to beat Jeffrey Toes.
And it's going to happen. Jeff, you're in trouble. I know you're listening to this right now. So, yeah, no carbs tonight, buddy. No carbs at all. Yeah. Since you've been into racing, do you stick to a strict diet or?
Me?
Yeah.
Not a diet, but I work out. I work out religiously 5 days a week, from in the mornings before work. Like, even if I'm not going hard, I'm just there mentally. It just starting the day without it, I feel clouded all day. Yeah, here and there I skip it, but that is a big part of just me and my mental health is getting there. Whether I do anything there is see. But like this morning I got up, I went to the gym, I got on the treadmill, I looked at my phone, an email from Scott. So sorry, but you're not accepted. And I said, well, I'm gonna go sit in my car. So this morning was tough, but I should have just stayed home so I would have got the news at home. Uh, but being there, it's just a big part of my mental health. But racing or not, it is a big part of my life. Yeah.
Take that fuel and turn it into fire. That's what you
I
do.
eat terribly.
Yeah. She said I eat terribly. Well, but what I'm saying is take that, hey, unfortunately we didn't accept you this year, right? But
Mhm.
turn that into fire and fuel to work even harder, to be even faster, to show them why they missed out on the opportunity of you being in that program in 2026. That's what you do.
I'm so
100%.
excited for next. Yeah, I know.
I'm super stoked for you too, 110%. Because I know you're going to go out there, and all you boys that are listening right now, you heard what she said. You're in trouble, 100%. Durbin says you get to learn the traction limits and also how to fix the bike. It's like a 2-for-1 deal. Ha ha ha! It is 100%. Jeffrey said, "Shots fired." Yes, it is, my friend. Dude. And then Equizzy says, "Damn, she's coming for you, Jeff." Oh, I love it, man. Josh says, "Has Jeff broke out the 600 amateur yet?"
Oh, Jeff.
Dude, shots fired. I love it. Let's go.
That's fun.
Rich says every time we watch Bree at PIR, she has improved, so she'll get there and soon. Can't wait. Absolutely. 139 Racing says nothing is better gym motivation than the upcoming race season. Facts. 100%. And man, they keep coming in. Star says amazing lady.
Look at all these friends.
I know. I love it, man.
You guys are so nice.
Yeah, Youngblood, BSG Youngblood. Let's go. That's Sling Steel, Josh. Yeah, that is Slinging Steel. That's right. So, hey, the point of the story is you guys need to train extra hard because Bree's got y'all's number all day on the track. So Bree's like, thanks.
Thanks.
Oh my God. So let me ask you this. What advice do you have for all the women out there that want to getting a motorcycle to begin with, much
Mhm.
less think about doing track days or racing. But what advice would you give to them that want to do all three things?
It doesn't take a boyfriend or a man to get you out there. You don't have to follow a man onto the track. It does help, but you don't have to. The big thing is just getting on the bike at first and then just get on the track. Get on the track, make some bad financial decisions. It's okay. And it's the most freeing thing in the world, you know? It is most freeing thing in the world to me, and it seems really scary and overwhelming at first, but everything is, you know? We have to learn everything we do, so
It is. It is. You're right. She said, make some bad financial decisions. Yeah. We're all there with that one for sure. Yes. Josh says Jeff might have to take a shortcut through T7.
Oh gosh, you guys.
Bree, what do you say to
Yeah.
that?
No, I don't like to say.
Bill says OG Yamaha here. It does take some money, though, unfortunately, in a good job. Yeah,
Mhm.
it does. And also we talked earlier, that support that your job has to allow you to, have the time off work and do all the traveling. And yeah, racing's definitely not cheap. And the faster you go, the more expensive it gets, you know? So that's for sure. So out of all these tracks you've been on, which one's your favorite?
You know, I at one point or another, I hated all of them, you know? I went out there, I was like, "I hate PIR, I can't get this down," then it became my favorite track. That is our home track. We did the Ridge, and I was like, "I hate this track." And then I came to find out it's one of my favorite tracks. And then we have a track up north, it's called Pacific Raceways. And I'm gonna tell you right now, half the track feels like you're going through, like, a Winco parking lot. It is it is the most fun, dangerous track I've ever been on, but it is just it's very dangerous because it's not kept. And then it's like riding the back roads. I think that's why I like it so much. It's like riding the back roads on a street bike.
So I see a TT in the future for you.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
no, absolutely not. TT's my favorite race every year. It's to me, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Just racing at the Isle of Man TT. It's just pure mental is what it is.
Wild.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it's just my bucket list, 110% going to the TT for sure. 139 Racing says, I say 139. I don't know why I say 139. Anyway, Pacific Raceways just don't die. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. It's sketchy, but it's so fun.
It is. It is. In your opinion, what do you think your best aspect is racing a motorcycle?
What do you mean by that?
Like your strong point. Where do you see your strongest point is on a bike?
The
Braking,
bike?
cornering.
Okay, for me, it would be braking now. I'm getting well, no, that's a lie. No. Don't know. The ability to learn. I think that's my biggest aspect of my life right now is because my first season, I was not learning. I was just out there. And then all of a sudden, I became teachable. And I'm like, okay, there's things to do out here, not just hold on for dear life. So I think that is like over the last seasons, it's just been able to remain teachable, honestly.
Through your past 3 seasons so far, has your expectations changed at all going in from season to season?
Expectations of myself, absolutely. Obviously, this is a sport where you grow and change every single race, every single round. Expectations of myself, it's just so that first year was just taking it more serious. Like I said, that first year I was out there just because I could make a social media post and say like I'm a girl on the track, and but now it's like my expectations in myself every single round, my confidence grows and changes.
Yeah, with confidence comes speed because you can push
Mhm.
harder and all that good stuff. Josh says, start strong point, the waving ponytail. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Yeah, so it's nothing like racing. Nothing like being competitive, nothing like, the family and all that. So
Mhm.
what are your expectations going into 2026 besides beating Jeff?
So we had the opportunity, me and Ryan, to go down to Chuck Wall. And it's kind of a funny story how it came about. We were sitting at the kitchen table a week before the second round, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go pick up these forks for the backup bike." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. How much are they?" He's like, "They're like 3 grand." And I'm like, "Do you realize what we could do with 3 grand? We could get both our asses down to Chuckwalla and make a lifetime of memories." So literally within a week's time, we got the trailer packed, we got everything figured out, we got licensed. We took off to Chuckwalla, and so for me, being able to race at Chuck, first off, I hate the track, but like I said, I hate every track when I first race them. It's gonna be so instrumental to our both of our 2026 seasons. It's a way different track than what we have up here in the Northwest. It's a lot more roll speed. It's not just going as fast as you can, hard braking. It's a lot, as you probably know, it's much different than the Northwest track. I'm hoping from what we learned down there will transfer up here nicely. And I'll be able to beat Jeff.
You will. 100% you will. And you're right. Yeah. Have you done any endurance racing?
No, I was thinking about that the other day. I was asked like my first and second season to see if I wanted to do it, but no, I've never done it. I think it's something super cool.
You should. 100%. Matter of fact, you should get a team girl together. You and a couple girls and go out there and do endurance races and beat Jeff and all the boys out there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, endurance racing to me is the best seat time, best bang for the buck. Plus, you learn a lot. What I mean by that, of course, you learn racing, you learn on track days and coaching and all that. But you have a motorcycle that's not specifically set up for Bree. It's not specifically set up for me or Lucy, right? And
Hmm.
then so now I'm riding a bike, and you're riding a bike that the clip-on angle is not perfect for you. Neither is the clutch or the brake and the rear sets. Like all this, the suspension, right? It's got to be a happy medium for everybody. So now you're
Hmm.
learning to ride a bike that's not set up for you, but you're riding it fast, so you learn to ride around the problems that make you feel uncomfortable, right? So it's teaching you a lot. And then when you get on your bike that is set up for you, Jeff's gonna be like, dude, you're like 2 seconds faster than me. What's the deal?
Poor Jeff.
Sorry, Jeff. We love you for sure.
Sorry, Jeff.
Oh, that's
Uh,
hilarious. Yeah, you should. Seriously. You should do
you
some
know,
endurance racing.
there's a couple teams up here that I know of. I believe Josh actually has done an endurance race, and other people. I know other riders in Omra and Wimmer that have done it. It's definitely up here. It's definitely a thing. I just haven't looked into it at all.
No, do it for sure. 100% you'll have one of the best times. Racing's fun. Endurance racing's a lot of fun. So it's unique in its own way. It brings different challenges and it's fun. Super fun. For sure. Do you watch any racing like Moto America, Moto GP?
This last year, we got more into it, watching the MotoGP, not live, but I've gone up onto YouTube and gone back. I don't know a lot about it, but Moto America, again, we haven't watched them really live. We've gone back and watched. So I can't say I don't know a whole lot of riders or anything like
It's okay. It's okay.
that.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's
You
like
need to
going.
uh you should go. Have you been to a Moto America race?
Yeah, we've gone like the last 2 run or three. We've gone up there to the because it's at the Ridge, which is 2 hours from me,
You're
all of
lucky.
us here in Portland. So it's it's a super fun experience. Yeah.
And that's actually Lucy's home track too.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Josh says, Mac track. That's the most sore I've been racing in 5 years. It's a lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. Yeah, I watch it all. World
You do?
Superbike, yeah, ASBK, Isle of Man, BSB, World Superbike, all of it. Moto America. My wife gets mad because she's like, "Did you really just spend $400? What'd you spend $400?" I'm like, "Moto GP app, Moto America app, World Superbike app, the $30 for the TT. What else you want me to say?" She's like, "You got to be kidding me." I'm like, "We've been married 17, 18 years. It's been going on
Congratulations.
for thank you. It's I do it every year. Nothing's changed, right? Nothing's gonna change. Let's go. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm fed up with it. It's a lifestyle to me. It's what I think about, dream about, eat, sleep, watch. I watch rerun racings during the off season. Like now I'm watching 2025, the 2015 season in MotoGP, and I just go back and just yeah, or soccer. I like soccer, so
Yeah.
a lot of people make fun of me, which is the real football. People is soccer.
Mhm.
It's not the handball we play here in America. It's not real football. That's handball. Did you play with your
Mm.
hand, not your feet? Anyway, uh, do you guys watch any sports?
No.
No. She said,
No,
absolutely not.
I don't. Isn't that I don't really ever watch TV. Isn't that terrible? I don't really follow anything. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You ain't gonna apologize to me, right? Yeah, I don't. I don't get a chance to watch a whole lot of TV, but when
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. It's just like I don't get a whole chance to play the PlayStation or the Xbox or
Mm.
anything. So when I do get a chance to do it, I like to sit down and do it. I've been playing Ride 5 a lot
Mhm.
when I get a chance. So it's anything with two wheels, I'm in it. 100%. So have you ever done any flat track?
No, that I
You
haven't done that
should.
either.
Yes,
I
yes.
thought to be part of BTR, you had to have experience doing that until I looked into it more. It's probably like a good thing to have, but no, I've never done it. I would love to get into that too.
It's amazing. I've never done it. I watch it, of course, AFT.
Mhm.
But I went to my first flat track at Daytona earlier this year at the Speedway, and it was the most one of the most funs I've ever had at the track. It's absolutely mental, insane. It's yeah, it's awesome. Check it out if you haven't for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, it's to me, it's a flat track racing, endurance racing is just in my personal opinion. Not everybody's gonna agree. I think it's one of the best ways you can train for a motorcycle. Flat track side because you're constantly sliding the front and the rear on that fine line of traction, right? So that translates obviously to the pavement too when you have that front end slide or that rear starts
Hmm.
coming around, right? It's muscle memory. You know the feeling and how to react to it, right? And then of course endurance racing it teaches you so many things. Even
Yes.
Durbin says endurance racing is the best. The relay endurance is awesome too and gives you time to get a bike set up on point. I'll be doing the Soprano Classic in January on a 400. First time on a little bike. It should be interesting. Bro, you're going to absolutely murder it, Chris.
Yes.
100% going to murder it. Chris, dude, Chris does some of the best starts you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
He's a demon off the line. I was like, bro, yeah, demon. Absolutely. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So, future, you
Hmm.
will be a kick all the boys' butts. You'll be enrolled in the BTR program, and then you're going to kick all the girls' butts too at the same time. So it's going to be interesting. I love seeing the progression, especially when you finally get into the program from your first year to the end of the second year. How far you come, everything you learn along that journey, as far as bike setup or working on your own bikes. It's just this whole uh, unique journey. It's going to be
I think
awesome.
it's really cool they do a 2-year contract. Way better than just 1 year because, like, even in racing, every season's different, and you can look back and see changes and the goals and just the confidence level. So I really do think that the fact that it's a 2-year contract is really good, really good.
And if I'm not mistaken, you get to keep the bike at the end of the 2 years too. It's
Yes, isn't
yours.
that cool? Oh my
That's
gosh.
listen. I honestly, I say this: if BTR and Royal Enfield can have a program like that for women, I don't see
Mhm.
why Moto America can't have a program like that for the entry levels of the future legends of the sport that come in, meaning the 12, 13, 14-year-old kids. Because we all know how expensive it is. You know that. I know that, right? So if they had a program like that, man, it'd
It
be
would be,
flooded. Yeah, we'd have so many people that want to race, right? So
yeah.
I love the program. It's absolutely amazing. And you obviously are fast and getting faster. Love it.
Been an really crazy experience.
What's your dream bike?
Racing is just an R6.
You love the
Not
R6, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, I have a right now I'm riding it's a 2023 R6, but my actual race bike is a 2008 R6. Has transmission issues, so I'll have it back next season, but for Chuck Walla, I'm racing the 2023 R6 and I'm getting to love it more and more, but I do love my '08. My old dusty '08.
Do you name your bikes?
No, I haven't. I should though.
You
Be
should.
cool.
That would be.
Yeah.
Give
No.
them a little name. Yeah. So when you prepare for battle, is there certain things you do? Meaning that is there a certain way you prepare? Do you listen to music, left boot on before you right boot, or anything like that?
You know what? To be completely honest, my first season, I was out there, and this is not allowed. So I'm going to tell myself right. I was out there racing with headphones in. It's probably why I was going as slow as I was going. And so now I don't do that anymore because it's terrible. Um, but I do listen to music before getting going out there for sure. Just a little bit, just to get pumped up and excited about the track or about racing.
What was you listening to in your headphones out there on the track?
Friggin' like EDM. I felt like I was at the club in Europe or something. I'm not supposed to be
You're like,
racing.
hey, buddy, what's up? Let's go.
Why I was getting laughed.
Oh my God, I love it. I
Yeah,
love
it's
it. So
terrible.
she
Terrible.
says, you're not allowed to do this. So listen, don't do what she did, people.
No, don't.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
Do not, because if you get caught,
No.
you're gonna get in trouble too. That's hilarious. She's like out there
Yeah.
listening to EDM. Let's go. Bob Ross. Oh, that's it. Let's paint the happy trees, the happy little
My-
trees. We'll put another one right here. Look at the happy tree coming together. It's hilarious.
yeah.
Oh
It's
man, look,
silly.
Bree, we're 46 minutes into this, and I know you got to get back to work here
Yeah.
not too long from now. So I want to transition into the second part of the podcast where we get to know what Bree does away from the track. I know you don't watch any TV, so we kind of established that out the way. But one question I do have for you: if me and your boyfriend we go to the club or the bar,
Mhm.
what's our go-to karaoke song we're singing?
I don't think you know how to sing. Him or me? Me?
Yeah,
Oh, me. I listen like U2 a lot. U2's good. Like the older songs.
yep.
Maybe that. Yeah, but I don't know the name of one. Uh, I don't know. I've never done karaoke. To be completely, I probably sound really boring, huh? Because I keep telling you all these things I don't do.
She's like, I don't watch TV. I
I
barely eat
just,
any food. Yeah, I don't do any of that. Like, that's it.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
terrible.
hilarious.
Gosh, no, I don't know about the karaoke thing. I don't know.
So
No.
one thing I want to do coming up in next year in Moto America is I want to get me a karaoke machine. I'm gonna take it with me to the
Yes.
track, and I'm gonna go up to like Maddie Skoltz and all my friends. I'm gonna be like, bro, and I'm just gonna play a song, and I'm gonna put the microphone right in their face and say, "Let's sing," and just do a little recording of it. I think that
Yeah.
would be absolutely
Be
amazing. Because I
so
asked all my friends that question: "What's our go-to karaoke song, bro?"
That'd be so funny to see.
Be fun. It'd be
Honestly.
entertaining for sure, right? It'd be a lot of fun. Good vibes. Yeah, let's go. Ryan, he says, yeah, I put a stop to that ASAP.
Oh, that's the boyfriend. That's my headphones. Yeah.
Good
He
job,
was,
Ryan. Yeah, he's
yeah.
like, what are you doing?
You're
Absolutely
not
not.
you're not doing that anymore.
Uh, oh man, I
Yeah.
love it. Tell us something we don't know about Bree.
Mm. Well, this is funny. So I grew up riding horses and showing horses and barrel racing horses and all that. I did that up until about basically probably out of high school, and I really enjoyed it. And I do think what I've learned there kind of transfers over to racing a little bit. And funny story, so I didn't know Mallory Dobbs yet because this was my first time at the tent. PIR for that OPRT track day I was in. I walked up to the tent and she had on a jacket for world champion for paint horses. It's like an embroidered jacket. And I saw that. And so I didn't know who she was yet. I don't think she was even doing Moto America at this time. This was like 2021, 2022. But that was my first. I walked up to her and I brought that up how I was used to be into horses. That's cool that she's into horses. Like, and I didn't know who she was yet, but I just remember thinking, "Oh my God, this girl's so cool. She races motorbikes." And I was just there for the track day at this time. But so I think for me, that's something about me is I grew up riding horses and showing
I love
horses.
it. I love it. Yeah, big shout out to Mallory Dobbs. She's an
Hmm.
absolute legend. Congratulations. She'll be back in WCR next year in the all women's championship alongside World Superbike. So that's super exciting. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's awesome. I've had her on the podcast several times. super fast, super cool, down to
Yes.
earth. Will talk to anybody, give you advice, and I love people like that. It's absolutely amazing. Terry says, "Eat, sleep, race, repeat."
Yeah.
You got to put the repeat on the end of that. But yes,
Yeah.
110% right. 110% right. Are you a coffee drinker?
Yeah, in the mornings before I go to the gym. I drink that and a shot of pre-workout.
Five
And
shots of espresso later. Ah!
yeah. Yeah. Coffee drinker, that's for sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. What's your worst habit?
Oh my God. I don't know. My spending habits are so
I'm sure
spending
your boyfriend will
habits.
say, Ryan, I'm waiting for Ryan to pop in and be like, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. That's my freaking worst habit is my spending habit, you know?
Yeah, I
But that's
do.
okay. It's for I'm making memories. I
Listen,
don't have any kids. Bills are paid, but that is definitely my worst habit is spending money on this sport.
we all do. And I think to me, I look at it as money's fake anyway. I mean, it regenerates every week, right? Like it's just, yeah, for sure. 110%. What's the one superpower you wish you had?
I wouldn't want to read people's minds because that would be really awkward. Maybe be invisible so I could sneak up on people. I don't know.
It be invisible. So if you could be invisible, what's the first thing you're doing?
Sneaking to MotoGP because it's so expensive.
Good answer. I like that. That's good. Me, I would like to teleport, right? So I could
Yeah.
be like, hey, I'll be sitting down with you and Ryan. I'm gonna interview both you. We'll do it at your
Mhm.
place, or and boom, there I'm there, right on. Hey, I'm gonna go to Phillip Island. Boom, I'm there. And I want to go back home. Boom, I'm there. Right. So
That is a good one.
I would definitely teleport. So I am big Bree into audiobooks. I listen to a ton of
Mhm.
audiobooks. Is that something you do too as well?
No. God, there's another no. Swear I'm not boring. I was reading for a lot for a while. I have kind of given that up, but no, not audiobooks.
Well, what do you do, Bree? Let's
I
just start
know.
with that one, right? Let's just get that out the way. No,
No,
I will
literally.
recommend a book though. If
Okay.
I just started it is The Art of Racing in the Rain.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That okay, hold up. It's so weird that you say that. First off, that book was written for the track that he's on is Pacific Raceways. The one I was talking about that's the
Okay.
death trap. I actually read that book. I read that book. I have a friend of mine, my boss's son actually, he had sent it to me in the mail one day randomly, and I read it. And what's funny is like 3 years later, 4 years later, I read it again, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Pacific Raceways. It's such a good book. It's just funny you said that because it's just like funny. That's just kinda ironic.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great book. I listen to a lot of course, motorcycle racing books. Obviously, if there's any audio book out there with motorcycle racers, I got it and listen to them all. Another one I recommend is John Hopkins' Leathered. That's a really good audio book. Yeah, it's deep too. I like it. I love it. I'll say that. Highly recommend it. So anybody listening, The Art of
Mhm.
Racing in the Rain and John
Mhm.
Hopkins Leathered, 100% hands down. Um, are you superstitious? Do you have any superstitions?
No, no. There's
No.
another no.
There's the nose keep. That's the name of this episode. Bree Reese. No.
Boring. Breah Reese, boring.
Boring. No, that's not it. I'm just
I'm
joking.
just kidding.
That's
No,
hilarious.
superstitions. No, no. I don't think I do.
No,
No, no,
no.
sorry.
I love it. Uh, I like to cook. I get it from my mom, so I cook
Yeah.
a lot of stuff at home. Is that something you do too? Enjoy doing?
My gosh. So up until when I moved in with Ryan, before then I was living on waffles and eggs. Like when I lived by myself and yeah, I didn't cook at all. I had a waffle iron and I cooked eggs. So and so when I moved in with Ryan, he has a 17-year-old son, and I'm like, maybe I'll just try this whole cooking thing. And to my girlfriend Jenna, she's taught me a lot, but I am experimenting, and there's been just a few fires. Yeah. Yeah,
I
let
love it. I love it. I love it. Dude, you are absolutely awesome. This is awesome. Yeah.
me.
Uh, you get together and be like, I can make waffles and eggs. Which one do
Yeah.
y'all want or both? Right?
That's what you get.
What's for dinner? Waffle and eggs. We just had that. So we're having again, right? But this time I got pecan waffles or chocolate waffles. I'm changing it up. Yeah, cooking's fun. You know, you put everything together and yeah, you make it taste good or whatever. But I like spicy food, so I'm real big
Mm.
to spicy food. Do you like spicy food?
Yes, yes, definitely.
How
Definitely.
spicy?
Not too spicy.
No. So
You
you just
are
a little
you
jalapeno here or there.
are you a weirdo and like it's super
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a weirdo with super spicy. You ever watch that YouTube channel, the Hot Ones, where the dude interviews the people and they eat 10 hot wings and it
Yes,
start yeah.
yes.
So the last dab hot sauce bottle, I got 3 of those in my refrigerator.
Oh my god, you're
Yeah, it's
wild.
good. It's hot, but it's good. Josh says she's working on perfecting boiled water.
Boiled water, pretty much, John.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god. Are you a dog or a cat person?
Dog, definitely dog. 100-pound, extra large bully, and she is the biggest baby in the world.
I love
Her.
it. I love it. I got dogs too. Well, I had dogs. I got one now. Yeah, I haven't been up without a dog since I was 19 years old. I
Mhm.
feel like us humans don't deserve dogs. They are just the most amazing. I don't want to say creatures, but they're more human like than most humans, right? I
Yes.
like dogs more than most people. Let's just be
Yeah.
honest, you know. And I know you guys hear that all the time.
Yeah.
There's
It's
a
the
truth to
truth.
that fact. You heard. You heard. 139 Race says Bree is genuine and honest AF, right? As fuck. Just go on and say it. Ain't going to agree with you if she doesn't agree with you. Like it. I like it. I like it. Well, listen, Bree, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to let you go here in a minute because you got about 3 minutes before you got to go back in and clock in.
Yes.
So I'm gonna let you give all your shout outs, but just hit me up after the weekend, sometime this weekend. We'll go ahead and get you scheduled in for your next one for next year. Um,
Yes.
Before I let Bree in the podcast, I just want to let everybody know I appreciate each and every single one of you. Everybody that chimed in today, everybody that hits that like and subscribe. If you have not yet, please, if you get a chance, go do that. It does help me out a lot. And if it wasn't for Bree and every single one of you, I would not be here doing this. So it's nothing but love to each and every single one of you. And I really mean that. Christmas is upon us, coming close. I do have some merch for sale. So if anybody's interested, hit me up. They are limited. So big shout out again to Hyper Naked. But that's all I got for right now. I'm gonna leave it to Bree. Bree, tell everybody where they can find you on social media and all that good stuff.
Well, obviously on Facebook, my Instagram, which is Yamaha Barbie. And, you know, I want to just thank everyone for coming in, making comments, making me laugh and smile. Chris, it's been an honor. Like I told you before we came in before we went live, how I've only talked to you maybe 2 times, and I already feel like you're a friend. You're super easy to talk to. Look forward to sharing more of my journey with you as I progress in the sport, and I'll definitely be touching base with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, Bree, the honor is absolutely all mine. And you're right. We are friends, just like me and everybody else, right? Let's go. I appreciate it. And yeah, this episode will be out in about 30 minutes everywhere. I'll send you the tags you on all the socials and all that trickery that goes along with it. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm gonna let you go because you literally got a minute before you got to clock back in. Tell everybody at work I said hello, give everybody hugs for them. Seriously, and then tell them I said thank you for allowing you to come on during your lunch break to do this with me. So I appreciate you. You got this. Josh, you're
Thanks.
in trouble. All you boys that are listening, you go out there and train. And on that note, we are out of here. We'll see you soon.
Bye, Chris.
Bye, Bree.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.